Talk for a minute maybe about your personal long-term care story, because I think it's a really interesting story and it
Ye-
might help illustrate for folks the importance of long-term care coverage.
We were working very closely with an advisor, and he was telling me the story of his personal journey and what hooked him to long-term care. Um, he was dealing with his mother, his older brother, and he could not navigate the process whatsoever. Uh, the wife stepped in for him. The wife then navigated all the care. She navigated every aspect of it. She ran through walls for them. And it awoke in him to the fact that if I'm dealing with this as an advisor, and I'm not prepared to handling this, then I've got to really kind of address it. So he did a deep dive into learning every aspect of long-term care. And to me, the importance is understanding all the different opportunity sets, and now he's an expert in this area, and this is a focus of his because he looks at the silver tsunami, and he knows medical costs and long-term care are on the rise. So it's really important if you're doing retirement planning as an advisor to really level set, and you got to bring experts in. And this is where Optifino steps in, because we will help you think through what the risks are, because it's very difficult for someone who cannot see through that lens and really understand those aspects, Mark, because it's like I'm invincible, and the truth be told, we're not invincible. So we're all human. So we got to have that touch and make sure that we're hitting that, making sure that people understand the risk. Because if you look at all the data is going to tell you, and I've been doing a lot of reading on this, most people underestimate what these things are going to cost, and they're not prepared for this.
Yeah, there's some research from the federal government that says that 70% of 65-year-olds today will require some sort of long-term care, and those events can last, what, like on average 2.5 years or something like that.
And what happens if you have memory care and you have all these different things? And we talk about this great will transfer. It might be the great will transfer fake out, because you're going to have to use that money for, that planning. There are other things that go into it. And you also have the healthy spouse that you have to consider. So there's lots of aspects. You got to look at it from both sides.